Hey, so this is Byron, and I don't know about you guys, but I really like getting out there and riding around a little bit. And when I'm out there riding, my brain kind of splits into two parts. One part of it is thinking about, mud holes and avoiding gravel and making the curves and just enjoying the beauty of nature and all that. And the other part of my brain starts to think about other ideas that are out there. And this thing kind of bugs me. Our modern motorcycles are coming with key fobs, and this opens up some interesting opportunities for people to kind of, I don't know, mess with you. Now, imagine this. You get to camp, you park your bike, you set up your tent, and everything's going great. It's just lovely. And then later that evening, I don't know, somehow your motorcycle gets turned on by maybe one of your friends. Not one of my friends, of course, but maybe those other guys, because some of them are sort of knuckleheads. And then you're there and your bike's running and somebody beeps the horn and you got to get out of your warm sleeping bag and go turn off your bike. Now, how did they get it turned on in the first place? Well, these key fobs have just enough range to make it from your tent where you're sleeping to that bike, or maybe from the jacket pocket where you've put the key. And so, how do you get around that? I got an idea. Check this out. All right, here's how you start up one of these motorcycles. You've got to have the fob, and then you press the little lock button over here, and then the display says it's ready to go. So I'm going to turn that back off again. And then here I've got our control bag. This is just some regular old ripstop nylon. I've got the fob in the baggie, and when you push the button, bike starts up. Okay, so then we'll set up the control, and I've got my little RFID blocking ripstop nylon baggie over here. I have to make a bigger one. There we go. And I've got that in the bag. And now when I push the button, nothing happens. So it's fob blocking ripstop nylon, which doesn't sound quite as cool as RFID blocking, but I don't know, that's pretty cool. So pull that out, everybody's happy, and we're ready to go again. The next experiment had to do with seeing if I could block a cell phone from reaching out and touching other things. So I put it inside the bag and I backed off a little bit. And then I got out my Apple Watch and I tried to connect to the phone with my watch. And, well, it didn't work so good most of the time. Hey Siri, find my phone.
Sorry, I can't help find your devices right now.
Now, the other experiment I was playing around with, I was going to check to see if the bag could stop microwave radiation. So I put a hot dog in the bag and I put it in the microwave. And after about 3 seconds, it got really sparky and burnt a hole in the bag. So I think it absorbs microwaves also. So a couple of clarifying things right at the end here. It seemed to mostly block Wi-Fi, maybe kind of blocked connection to the cell tower. Bluetooth went right through it, but the key fob, it blocked that perfect. RFID, it probably has to do with the grid size of the Faraday cage it's working with, but pretty cool stuff. So check out the link to Ripstop by the Roll in the description. Those guys are awesome. Have amazing things, buy some of the sample projects and stuff like that. All right, thanks, bye.